Hey YouTube, welcome back. This is Top Deck King, and we have another best of one deck today. Um, Crafting a Simic food learn package type of deck for best of one. See how we can do with it. But yeah, I'm trying to see what else I can find in the format that is playable, decent. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know doesn't just automatically lose to certain matchups. Obviously, some decks are going to be like that. So, but I'm trying to see if I can find some well-rounded decks. Obviously, the format's kind of old now, so there's kind of hard to come up with newer decks just because the format's kind of figured out. But I figured let's give this deck a try. A Simic food deck, learn and see how things go. So before I get into the deck intro, if you were new to the video, stay tuned because after this is the gameplay, and then I go into the final analysis. If I change anything, it will be at the end of the video. That's where I have the final version of the deck. So stay tuned for that. Check the description of the video. It has the portable deck list, so that way you can play it. You can port it both to your PC or mobile device as well. So drop some comments down below. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get into the deck tech real quick. So since we are a food deck, right off the bat, obviously we got to be playing Gilded Goose because it's a one drop O2 that creates us a food, and then on top of that, it allows us to sack the food to create mana or sack the food or create a food, I should say. So either way, we're ramping with this guy. It's a body, creates food. You got to be running for this in a food deck. The way we pay off with that is we play Trail of Crumbs here, so that way we can start sacking the foods, looking to the deck for permanents, put them into their hands. So we have three of those. We have four Omens since we're playing Yorions. Since there's a lot of blink targets in this deck, Omen is very good because we could blink Gilded Goose, we could blink Trail of Crumbs, Golden Eggs. We got what's it called? You don't really want to blink Gadwick, but you could. I mean, if you attack with it, you could blink it and stuff like that. You got Chariots, you got Wicked Wolf, you got Cultivators. You got a few blink targets here, but your main blink targets are going to be like this Trail of Crumbs, Goose, and Golden Egg, and I guess Wicked Wolf also. So, but that's your main blink target. So that's why we have the Yori. It's a Yorion deck, and that's why we're also playing the Omen for that reason. I'm trying Emergent Sequence just as a kind of ramp effect. I'm not sure how this works. In a best of one, I guess if you're not playing against red, it should be fine because red has obviously Frostbite. Uh, but outside of red, I think it's fine because it creates a body. Usually it's going to be a 2/2 body that just either block their creatures or something like that. So we're gonna give this a try and see how it works. If it doesn't work out very well, it's an easy cut for something else, but we'll see. Okay, so Trail of Crumbs, obviously Goose is a food deck. This is Decisive Denial. Wow, that was a tongue twister for a moment. Decisive Denial, obviously we're Simic. It's very good in this deck, obviously, because once we're playing against control decks, we have the counter non-creature spell. Playing against creature decks, we could start playing like Lustrucks, Mammoths, Wicked Wolves, Cultivators, any of these creatures, and we can use that as a fight mechanic instead. So it has both relevant effects in the current meta. This might, depending on how well this is played or it is in my matches, this can easily go up to a 3, and I can maybe cut something like that and make this to 3. But we'll see. But I think it's going to be good in this deck just because we have powerful creatures, like Love Struck Beasts, Elders, we have Yorion, Coma. So like our creature usually won't die. And then on the back end, it has the counter spell. Three golden eggs is a draw power. It fixes mana if we need it. It's good Gilded Goose effect. We could sack this technically because this is a food. So we could create mana over there, and then it feeds Trail of Crumbs. It draws you a card. It blinks with Yorion. So there's three of those. Divide by 0, 3 or 4 of these because it helps us with the learn package that is here. Uh, but as well as it fizzles their churn for like it fizzles their churn for a churn in a sense. Like whatever they play, we can put it back into their hand. They used up their mana for that churn, and we still get to get a card out of it from our sideboard. It's a very tempo card play. So, and since we're kind of a tempo type of deck in a sense, it's a very solid deck for that. As well as we can counter anything or return anything that is relevant at the moment. 3 Brazen Borrowers. This is our bounce effect kind of effect. I'm only running 3, and yeah, I do have Lovestruck and Brazen, which kind of makes me think, do I want the one drop wherever I play an adventure? But I don't think so, because I'd rather be running Gilded Goose in this package versus that. And I didn't see anything else that I would want to cut to add the one drop. But we'll see how it works out. I'm not really making this an adventure deck. I have the Lovestruck Beast here for the fact that it's a 5/5 body, so it can protect against aggro type of decks. Creates you a 1/1 and a 5/5, so it's good against aggro. And the Brazen here is to bounce certain cards, problematic cards, stuff like that. And it's a tempo play, so it bounces them and forces them to replay the card. So that's what they're here for. They're not here for the adventure aspect. They're really here for aggro and like tempo plays. 3 Mammoths because we're 2 colors. I mean, we're not really a landfall deck, but it's a worst case scenario. It's a tap source, and as you can see, we don't really have that many tap sources here. The only one that comes in tap really is Snarl if we don't have, one of those basic lands to keep it untapped. So having 3 of these is not too bad. 2 Quandrix Command. We'll see how this works out. The reason why I have it in the deck here is, so I like the first effect. The second effect of just counter target artifact or enchantment is kind of relevant. It's like you can counter Bastion, you could counter Embercleave, Maze Mind Tomes, stuff like that. So you could counter those. Returning a creature obviously is good against in the best of 1 format. But we could also put 2 1/1 counters on our creature. So like we could make a Goose into a 2/4, you know what I mean? Make a Lovestruck into a 7/7. So it has like 3 relevant effects for my deck, and that's why I'm giving it a try. It's also instant speed, so we'll give it a try. Obviously, the shuffle the 3 cards back into the, that's not gonna matter. Maybe against rogue decks, but even then, I don't think so. So that's what that is for. We have 1 Gadwick here. This is just kind of like a catch-all draw effect. I'm not 100% on this yet, but as a one of, I wanted to give it a try. We do have quite a bit of blue spells here. We have Omen, we have Decisive Denial, we have, Divide, Brazen, we have Command, Cultivator, Coma, Yorion. So we have quite a bit of blue spells where we can start tapping their cards down. So I'm giving it a try, see how it works out. And then as far as our win condition / creature package, our main win condition creature package is here in our 4 and 5 drop in a sense. Everything before that, it's kind of like either ramping or holding them back. So you have 2 chariots because, well, right off the bat, you can copy the tokens when we have ways we could generate tokens with Lovestruck Beast here. And then on top of the tokens chariot already creates, but as well, not only can it copy that, but it can also copy food tokens. So any token we create off any food tokens we create, we can use Chariot to copy the food tokens also. So that's why we have the Chariot in here. Wicked Wolf, obviously we're a food deck. It's a great card against the creature-based decks because he could fight a creature, make himself indestructible, and he's 4 mana. He could pump himself up. So that's obviously going to be in this deck. 3 Cultivators is our ramp package in Simic. We have Yorion to blink it down the road, but it's mainly here just to kind of ramp us up and then Yorion blink it, as well as a 3/4 body against aggro decks. 2 Elder Gargarots. I mean, there's not really much to say about this creature. He's just a strong green creature. Vigilance, Reach, Trample, draw a card, make a 3/3, gain life, and it just works both ways, attacking and blocking. I mean, you know what I mean? There's not much I can say other than this guy's really powerful, 2 more Yorions on top of the companion. 1 Feast King or Feasting Troll King. I want to see how this works. If I could generate enough food, this card will be good. But if I can't, we'll see how this happens. That's why I have it as a one of. So it is a food deck. So if I can generate enough food, we'll see what happens. And then round it off, 1 Coma as our top end curve. And then, like I said, the lands, there's nothing really special about the lands. It's 2 colors. And then we'll go more into depth about our lesson package at the end of the video because I might change things around. We'll see how it works out. But this is just kind of a basic general lesson package. And like I said, we'll see what happens during our matches. We might change some of these cards out. We might change some stuff in the main deck out. But yeah, let's so stick around to the end of the video to see how the deck changes, if it changes at all. But yeah, let's get into the matches and see what we do with that. All right, let's try some Simic Food Learn deck. See how we could do with this one. Maybe I should be running the other guy instead, but Divide by Zero is such a good card in Best of One, so I don't know. We'll see. I was gonna think about running the 1-drop 0/4 creature that can learn and gain life and all that, but let's just see how we will do. CMX A7. I go first. Oh, we'll keep because we have a Brazen, Omen, Divide, Cultivator turn 4 possibly here, and then Elder turn 5. They're not revealing a companion, so it doesn't look like they're decline. It doesn't look like they might be control, but we never know. I guess this hand would be. I mean, this hand's interesting against aggro. Ooh, nice. Now we'll reveal that. It gives us our mana 3. Gives us Brazen, Omen at the ready. Playing against, is it? Blue-red! Probable Alliance. Sure. Should I Omen here, or should I do... Actually, I should Brazen this, maybe. Let's put it back into his hand. I'm assuming this is just guy cycling, maybe? Or something like on those ends. We'll Divide by 0 it, and then we'll grab the thing that can destroy the target enchantment / artifact. So we'll go ahead and divide this by 0. Don't tell me they got Mystical Dispute at the ready. Oh, okay. I was like, they have Mystical Dispute at the ready? Interesting. Alright, so it's this one right here, right? Destroy. That way if they play it again, it's perfectly fine, because then we get to destroy it. We have 3 green, 3 blue, so I guess this doesn't really matter. So we'll just grab green here since our hand for the most part is green. And now we get to play Containment Breach with Omen. He wants to play this Improbable Alliance. We get to destroy it. Eventually he's going to have to play it, but you know, if he doesn't play it, then that's fine. He has a dead card in his hand, and we got this for free from our Divide by 0 anyway. So either way, thrill by possibility. Haha, he decided to go the opposite route. All right. So let's see, what can we do here? So I think we just cast Elder Gargs. Elder Gargs. I mean, I did want to draw and hit a land, but you know. Sure. But it looks like he's just kind of like a draw deck with Improbable Alliance, so having him not have Improbable Alliance is actually pretty good for me. We could play Omen, Golden Egg, or we play Containment Breach, either or. I wonder if there's a way they can get rid of Elder Gargaroth in the color they're in. I mean, I know they could bounce it, but I'm wondering if they can actually get rid of it. Ooh, double Improbable Alliance. Okay. Let's kill one, obviously. Let's go to combat, swing out, draw a card. We didn't draw a land here. So is it better to do double goose? So that way it leads up to bigger plays. So we'll have 5, 6, 7. Or I could play Omen here, look for some lands. Alright, we'll just Omen action. See what we hit. Okay, so I could take one of the lands. I don't think I want both of the lands. Because one of the lands I could play, that means goose. Well, let's see. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could technically keep both and be able to Yorion. Alright, we'll keep them both. So let's play the goose. Grab the artifact. Next turn we have what? 6, 9, 10 damage on board. They're at 8. Alright, that's good. Good game, opponent. Alright, let's play another one. Simic, I don't know what I want to call it. Simic Food Learn? It's kind of odd name. Maybe I just call it Simic Food or Yorion Food. Maybe Yorion Food since it's a Yorion deck. Mojo. Alright, opponent gets to go first. Obosh. So Obosh means, what is it? The Temur turns deck, I believe, right? The only bad thing about our hand is two of our lands are going to come into tap. But outside of that, it looks pretty fine. So we'll see though. So turn one, we definitely do Goose, and then we'll see what we draw. Otherwise, we're just going to do a Love Struck token, and then maybe Fable Passage so we have access to blue. I could also play Mammoth. Yeah, it looks like we're playing against the Temur Churns deck. Could also play Mammoth, and then, but then what am I doing turn two? Nothing. So I might as well just do this. Let's hope they don't have a Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher. Okay. Okay. I play Mammoth. Go play the Love Struck. Actually, what am I saying, Mammoth? I play Fabled. The thing with Fabled Passage is that it comes into play untapped turn 4, whereas Mammoth comes into play tapped regardless. That's the difference. But if he gets rid of my Goose, that could be a problem. All right, we're going to take the risk. We're going to hope for the best here and Goose doesn't die. Then we get to play the Forest, play Wicked Wolf. But I think they're going to Bone Crusher the Goose. Oh, this deck might be the, what's it called? What am I thinking? This is probably the, what's it called deck? The Temur Luca deck. Ooh, interesting. He went and add that to his hand. All right, so we're just going to kill this guy now because it might be the Temur Luca deck. So there's no reason to let it stay in play for now. Then we have the blue for divide by 0 if we wanted to do that. But now we have his board clear for the moment. So let's see what he does though. Might be the Temur Luca deck. But if it is, divide by 0 will work out perfectly fine against that. See, I'm thinking it's Temur Luca here. So I need to hold up divide by 0. Let's go. Worst case scenario, we just get to play Omen, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking he's going to flash in Brazen here, and then he's going to play Luca and try to go for it. Believe that's what he's going to try to do. See, he's thinking. He's thinking. Prismari command. Does 2 damage to target. Okay. Why wouldn't he kill the Gilded Goose, though? Interesting. Kind of odd. I mean, I guess the Lust Shark doesn't get to attack, but... Huh. 2 lands. You're up. That's kind of odd. I mean... Okay. I personally would have killed the Gilded Goose, but that's just me. So if he doesn't do anything here, we are going to play Omen and create a food. If he does something, obviously we have divide by 0. So let's go sack this for blue mana. That's either, obviously that's either counter spell or what's it called? Alrun's Epiphany. Obviously. He's like, wait, there's blue in this deck? Yes, there is blue in the deck. There's some blue. Oh, this decisive. Actually, they're both pretty good. The only bad thing here is I need a land. Decisive, Denial, and Omen. If I had a land in hand, this would be very, very good. So I have at 4, I have access to 5 mana. I think I just keep them both on top, unfortunately. And just, yeah. Let's create a food. And we have Yorion to start blinking things. Let's go to combat. I could technically play Omen here and go digging for a land. I think I'm gonna do that. So I have Decisive Denial. Oh, come on, deck. Don't do this. Okay, there we go. I was like, I have this Decisive Denial and I have the Divide by Zero to play against something. Elrond's Epiphany. No, 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 opponent. Not today. Alright, now we have more than enough mana that we can do this. So if we go and grab blue, let's do this. Actually, hold on. I think that was the right play because we're going to go grab blue anyways. Take action, grab blue, and then let's swing out for 3. And then we hold up the Gilded Goose mana for Divide by 0. They're at 9. We have Divide by 0 with the Yorion the following turn. We can even play the Gilded Goose to create an artifact and then blink everything. We have what, 6 attack on them? Interesting. 6 damage on them. We can even use this to go and grab go and grab Obosh. We're gonna try and counter this Obosh. So you can go and grab this and prevent them from playing Elrond's Epiphany. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that gives them only 2 mana. If I go and do this, I need a. So if I call out Elrond's Epiphany, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will give me the mana regardless. Alright, we're just gonna do that. We'll grab the mana regardless. Edge wall, sure. Edge wall, that's fine. We're just gonna kill his board though. We got 3 and we got 3. And we drew Brazen, which is nice. It doesn't, I guess it doesn't really matter what I grab since I'm just going to be blinking everything. He doesn't know I have Yorion in my hand. So we're just going to be blinking everything. I'm assuming he's going to chump block 1 and take 3 only. That is my assumption here. Because there's the... Oh, wow. He took the damage. Well, that's even better for me because now I get to Yorion and wipe his board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Arena. Fight this. Take action. We will grab blue. Trail of Crumbs. That don't need any of those. There's another land. I'll take a Yorion though, because then we get in case it resolves. Fight it. All right. Let's see. How do you win, opponent? You're at 3. Taking extra turns won't matter here. Doing the Luca, Coma combo doesn't do anything. We could block those. That is not doing anything at the moment. I guess you can try and go for like an OTK. We're at 22. I don't think we die from where we're at. Sure. You have 3 blockers, I guess, but we have a Brazen he doesn't know of, so we could bounce this guy and then swing out for game. So this should be game. This should be game. We'll put it on green, I guess. Let's bounce this. Good game, opponent. Let's go to combat. Game. Good game, opponent. Alright, let's see. Let's play some more Simic food. Simic food. See what we can do with this. See what we play against. Caros. Huh? Do I get to play first? Yes. Alright, I guess I'll keep because I get to play a turn 3 wolf. As long as this doesn't die, that is, of course. Because my next turn, I'm just going to play the Fable Passage. Grab green. Ooh, Gilded Goose as well. The L Goose. I could be like next level on him and like attack. But nah, we'll wait. We'll hold it off. So grab green, then go grab blue, play Wicked Wolf. And then we'll see what happens from there. Looks like he's trying to kill my goose, I guess. That kind of sucks. Because if that happens, oh yes, you can't kill it. I was like, if that happens, then well, grab green. So the question here is, do I kill Edgewall or do I kill Goose? I think I'll kill his draw power, I guess. There's no point of attacking. It's an 0-2 to a, 1-1. I could play this, cultivate. That's interesting. I don't think I remember seeing cultivate in the adventure deck, but okay. Alright, let's go to combat, attack. See what happens. Guess we'll play Mammoth as our land drop and play this. Next turn, we can blink Yorion if we want, so we can attack and then blink Yorion, fight, create a food. We could cast Elder Gargara, Terror of the Peaks. Interesting. Alright, so I have two lines of play here. I can attack with both. If he decides to block Terror, we can crack the food. So I think it's a free attack here. So we can attack with both. If he decides he wants to block Terror the Peaks of Wicked Wolf, I'll create a food. And then I'll go ahead and, sure. So now what we're going to do here is hold full control, play Yorion. Results. Blink, blink. I guess it doesn't really hurt to blink this one either, so blink 3. And they come and play the triggers. Drag triggers. So we got to target this. Resolve. And then we sack this. And we fight it. Now we can take full control off. And we wiped his board. We have what, 5, 8, we have 8, we have 13 power on board, easily 14 by using Goose again. Looks like he probably is gonna have like an Ugin or something, I'm assuming. But he has to create a blocker here or he'll lose. Does he have a bounce spell? 4, 8. I mean, we're gonna go for it. Oh, he could gain life. I forgot about that. Oops. I forgot, and also we didn't have to do that because we have the 1-1. That was a misplay. Yep. Looks like we're probably going to get Ugin here. That was a little bad on my end, actually. So he plays Ugin. Oh, I guess if he was going to play Ugin, there's no point of casting anything else, right? He also played Genesis Ultimatum. There's no reason to play anything out here. I should have grabbed Yorion to hand, actually. That was bad. That was unfortunate. Good game. But we got that one. All right, we're gonna get this Simic food run again. Daniel 07, you're my opponent, or I guess I'm your opponent. We'll keep. We have a turn 1 Goose, a turn 2 Divide by 0. Worst case scenario, if he doesn't play anything, we have a turn 3 Cultivator. So we have a plays on plays. That's a cool forest. Ooh, Trail of Crumbs. I think I'll play Trail of Crumbs here, right? I could hold up divide by 0, but I think I'm just gonna play Trail of Crumbs here. And then no attacks. I could technically use this to sack and get one of the effects, since I technically, what the heck? Is he playing mono green and there's a foretold card? Interesting. So add green, sack, and then we'll pay the green. I guess if we grab this, we get all our lands active. So we play Cultivator, auto pay. Yeah, we don't have any mana, unfortunately, but take action. We'll grab a forest and we'll pass turn. I'm kind of curious what this is. What the? What are we playing against? What's going on? What's going on? All right, let's go to combat, swinging out with this guy. Sure. Chump blocks. So what is that card? So I can hold up divide by 0 and use Gilded Goose to create an artifact. Think that's what I'm gonna do. I could also just play Elder Gargaroth, and whatever he plays, I think we'll do that instead. Whatever he plays, I could divide by 0 that instead. An Elder Gargaroth in play is just gonna be insane anyways. Whenever permanent control becomes the target of a spell or ability opponent controls, draw a card. Okay, interesting. Alright, well, let's go to combat. Swing out. Let's draw a card. Draw a card. This guy has vigilance too, so it's like, doesn't even matter what he does. If he doesn't want to block Battle Mammoth to it, then take 6. What is this? Put 2/1/1 counters on target creature. Alright, well, then I guess we'll be dividing that by 0, huh? You get to draw a card. What am I grabbing? What am I grabbing? I could grab this and start, since he's mono green, I think if I grab this, I can put a lot to the board and go from that way. So, and I still have Elder Gargs in play. If he blocks, it doesn't really matter because it has trample. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We could create a food and then sack it. So let's do this. Let's create a 1/1 and pass. Yorvol. He has access to 3 mana currently. Yes, you got it. 5/5, sure. Sack this, get rid of this. Do we need any more? I don't think we need any more blue. I mean green. I'm gonna grab a blue mana here. And then I'm gonna create a token. So if I swing with Elder Gargs, he double blocks. I technically kill 1, but the point here would be I draw 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6, 7. I have access to 8 mana also. Even Yorion, but Yorion doesn't help me here. So if I put this on green, I think I just swing out with Elder Gargs here. And just go from there, right? If he has a double block, so let's go to combat. Let's draw a card. And if I draw like a Brazen Borrower, okay. Let's say if I draw like a Brazen Borrower combat trick, even better. Okay, I guess we kill them both, and then Yorvold becomes a 6/6. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have access to 8 mana here. So if I grab Yorion, I have access to 8 mana, right? 5. I could do this and put more pressure to the board. Thinking, buddy. Thinking. So if I do this, let's just put a ton of pressure on the board. And just, yeah, go up. Go ahead. It's your turn. We just put 11 power on board, and he's at 11. So let's see what happens. Sure. Becomes a 6/6. Shadow Sphere. I guess he can equip it to make it a 7/7. Yeah. Alright. There is the card that I was looking for, was the Brazen Borrower. So let's take this off the field. Let's go to combat. And I think we could just swing out with everything here since we win the game otherwise. Good game. Take lethal. There we go. Easy. Alright, let's keep playing, I guess, and see what happens. The last one, the green deck, was that was a fast game. SKOH. Opponent goes first. I mean, I'm playing this as my mana drop. I guess I keep turn 1. I could do this turn 2. I share the fallen. Okay. Oh, interesting. We could do this into this. I think we have to do this to this so that we could block Usher here. I technically have the mana. I can cast Divide by Zero on its turn, so I don't have to worry about that. And yeah, now he can't attack. He can't attack me, but he still did. I mean, he wanted to lose his 1/1. Interesting. That was kind of odd, if I may say so. I'm playing the island here so I can play Brazen Borrower, and then next turn I'll play the island to cast Love Struck. We just kind of keep our life total high right now, so that when we cast like Elder Gargaroth or something like that, then we can just easily win with it. Because they don't think they have anything. If they're just mono white, there's nothing in their deck that can deal with Elder Guard. I mean, they can play, what is it, Sky Maul or something like that, or Maul of something where it gives their creature +2/2 flying. So then that's a way they can compete with Elder, I guess, in a sense, because it gives their creature +2/2. And so, but prior to that, I don't. I mean, I guess Luminarch Aspirant works too, but Divide by Zero and Brazen, we can bounce that. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh no, my opponent disconnected. Oh no, opponent DC'd. So, I guess we'll just bounce this then. Put that buck in your horn. Cast the 5/5. It looks like we're gonna win by default, I guess. Our opponent disconnected. That's unfortunate. But I think we're... Oh, he's back. I think we were pretty favored, though, to be honest. I'm assuming you take Divide by Zero. That's my assumption here. Because that's like the best... Ooh, took Yorion. Interesting. That was very odd. Especially since we technically have another Yorion here, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that pick, though. So I can either hold up Divide by Zero, Sparring Regiment. Alright, we'll bounce that back to your hand for the moment. I'm going to grab this. I could grab a land next turn. We'll keep the Sparring Regiment off the field for now. That's another way, I guess, they can deal with my Elder Gargaroth is by Sparring Regiment. Okay, Trail of Crumbs, huh? So, I guess, let's see, Trail of Crumbs. So if you play Sparring Regiment, Can attack. I can flash this in, block. But then if I do that, then that means I have to use up. So let's do this. Grab a forest. Play that, and we'll pass turn. We need a 1/1 so our Love Struck can start attacking here. Otherwise, we're just buying him plenty of time here. I mean, we have the ground locked up, but the air is where we're going to start losing to. That's a way to deal with Elder Gargara. I mean, if he attacks, I'm definitely flashing in Brazen to block. And then we have the, like I said, we have the ground locked up. So, flash. I mean, he can sack Selfless Savior to protect it, to give it indestructibility, which, I mean, seems perfectly fine to do. Interesting. Interesting. Sure. Okay, another divide by 0 is actually not too shabby. Not too shabby. I think I'm going to play Golden Egg here. See if I could draw a land. I have the ground, like, locked up. Ugh, didn't draw another land. So I think I hold up divide by 0. Could play another one and then play that. Just like feed the deck or feed the field a lot. I'm looking for lands though. So he attacks, I block. He can also use this to exile and make my creature a 3/2, but then I can still block and then he can do that. And if he does that, then my Elder gets better. So we're gonna pass. Spartan Regiment is a little bit annoying, but we have this. We could go grab the card that could destroy this. Ugh, that one's a little annoying too. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna have to divide by 0 this so that we can force him to either sack Selfless Savior or so go to combat. Yep, that resolves. Let's bounce this back to your hand. And then we could chump block here and force him to discard. Or make him Selfless Savior, one or the other. So let's go grab this one that destroys artifact or enchantment. And then we'll block. So he's either going to Selfless Savior or discard a card out of his hand. Either way, it's going to be good for me. Yep. Either way, it's perfectly fine. Now it comes down to, am I going after the Sparring Regiment or am I going after this with this card? That's the real question here. Okay, we drew a land, so that's good. We needed land drops. 2, 4, 5. We have access to 6 mana right now, so that's not. If I destroy this, he puts another counter on it and it goes to 5. Then he can discard a card from his hand. It comes down to what's going to cost me more down the road. I think Sparring Regiment is probably worse than this at the moment. So if I think I need to destroy that, unfortunately. I'm going to take 6, yes. But that is okay for now. And then we're going to put this on green. I grab Yorion to hand. I don't know if that does me any good, is grabbing Yorion. I mean, I guess it creates a blocker. So that's, I could blink the Golden Egg to draw a card and it creates a blocker. So now his Seasoned Hollowblade would be forced to either him self-savoring or... Oh, come on! Oh, come on! No way! That's so brutal. It's like you draw the perfect card, and then he draws, doesn't matter, he draws the perfect card back. That's hilarious. We can't beat the top of our opponent's deck. All right, well, that's a good draw, but that's hilarious. 2, 4, 5, 6. That is quite hilarious. All right, so we're gonna do this then. We're gonna feed the board so we can brazen the Season Hollow Blade back to his hand. Okay, that's a good draw. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put this there. Let's play Trail of Crumbs, create a food. We're just gonna feed the board for the moment, and then we're gonna blink a lot of stuff out, and then use Brazen technically also. Yeah, you're gonna read Trail of Crumbs. Well, if he wouldn't have drew this, we would have been in amazing shape. But the fact that he drew that, now it's a battle. It is a battle, which is very hilarious. Sure. So I could force him to use Selfless Savior here, I guess. So if I bounce Season Hollow Blade, I mean I can't. I don't think I bounce the Sparring Regimen here because that just seems very bad. Pretty sure he puts it on his self. Yeah, he puts it on that. So we're gonna chomp, force him to sack, I guess, the Selfless Savior. Yep. I guess unfortunately I can't bounce that back to his hand. So I'm gonna bounce this. I would love to have bounced the, but it doesn't work that way. Let's see. I don't think I want to sack that. So I want to kind of blink it for the moment. Yep. And then you can cast the Hollow Blade back. Wow, he went after that. Interesting. His controller creates a token. Interesting that he would go after that. Okay. Huh. 1, 2. Now we have what, 7 mana? So we could do this into a Yorion. Draw a bunch of cards. I haven't played land, but if I'm blinking everything, I'm not going to draw the land, so I'm gonna bottom this. Oh yeah, that's right. What am I saying? I am gonna draw the land. That was kind of bad. Never mind. I forgot Omen. I draw first. Derpa derpa. We're not gonna attack. We're gonna save it. We're gonna hold it pretty much. Let's draw first, I guess. There's the land. Let's see. Another Wicked Wolf is technically fine, and Trail of Crumbs is technically fine too, because it starts. But I don't know if I need Trail of Crumbs. I think Wicked Wolf is technically fine. Because I could force him to one. I have what, 7? I could force him to start discarding cards out of his hand. So I'm gonna do the Wicked Wolf. So if he plays, let's say, Season Hollow Blade here, right? I could Wicked Wolf it, fight it, force him to discard a card. Next turn, fight it again, force him to discard a card. And we'll just keep creating that in a way. And then, like, eventually we're gonna have to use. If he, yeah, if he does that, then I am 100% going to cast Elder Gargaroth now instead. Ah, he drew another Selfless Savior. Pretty good. Pretty good, opponent. Need a Brazen Borrower then off the top. Let's go. There's... Nope, that's not Brazen. Where did I put it to the bottom? Don't need any one of those cards. So I think I play Elder Gargaroth here. And then I just flash in the Brazen as a chump blocker. I'm not going to attack with these. There's no point to attack here. I'm not. He's the aggressive deck here. I need to just hold back for a moment. Gotta hold back. Yep. So he's gonna attack, untap it, and then give it indestructible. I'm gonna have to block here with the Brazen Borrower. So I have to use Brazen as a chump blocker in a sense. Because I could tap it down next turn. So block. So I'm gonna Wicked Wolf it, force it to tap it down. Either him sack Self as Savior or discard a card. And then we're gonna attack possibly Chariot. Alright, so we might need to hold full control. Actually, we do have to hold full control. Alright, so let's play Wicked Wolf. Auto pay. So let's see if he's going to discard. And this thing has first strike, unfortunately. So, but I can force him to. So let's fight this. No, not that's not what. And then let's sack this. Force him to use Self as Savior here. Yep. Ooh, there you go. That's what I wanted him to do. I wanted him to do that. Okay, let's go to combat. Let's attack with this. Draw a card. I wanted him to tap it down. Ugh, I guess I should have cracked that, huh? Now we can do the other Wicked Wolf, fight the Self as Savior, so he doesn't have anything to make his creatures indestructible at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have access to 5 mana. I could also play Chariot and get very aggressive against him. I could play another Elder Gargaroth. Kind of sucks that we drew that, but you know. Alright. Let us grab, we have 1, 2, 3. Let's grab green because we have blue in our hand. Alright, let's see. Like I said, I could do Wicked Wolf, fight this. Yeah, let's do that. And we're also putting a lot of power to the board. Let's fight this. And we're not dead technically because we have Elder Gargaroth anyways. Alright. And we have enough mana, we could cast this and blink and start fighting again. So I'm going to take the damage here. Yeah, I'm going to take the 7. No blocks. Because I'm going to try to attack back for lethal. Alright, draw. I didn't want that card, though. Alright, so let's say he animates Faceless Haven, right? So he blocks this, he takes 3, 6, 9, he takes only 10, 11, he takes 12 damage. That's not lethal, but then we can blink everything back. Okay, blink. How much mana do we have? We have 10 mana. This costs 7. I could use this to gain 3 life technically, and I'm out of reach of no, because then it untaps it. It makes that doesn't work. Never mind. I can swing with these guys and these and hold Elder Gargaroth back, and I can make them indestructible. Let's do that. So let's attack with this. Hold Elder back, and then we're going to play Yorion. So that way we have 2 flyers against this board. Like I said, we could sack the golden eggs to make them indestructible if he decides he wants to block. And I guess depending on how he blocks also would determine what happens. If he blocks the 4/4, obviously we can sack it to make it indestructible and also force him to make his creature indestructible. But I think this is the better line of play because otherwise, if we attack with Elder, we might lose because he might be able to get rid of one flyer. Sure. And that also doesn't matter because we're going to blink our cards and fight it. So him animating Faceless Haven doesn't really matter here. Sure. We're going to force him to discard the last card out of his hand. Force him to discard. So we can make them both indestructible here. So sacrifice. We're going to kill this and make him sack there. He's going to take 3, 6, 7 damage. Get him, boys. Get him, boys. You got it. Your Faceless Haven's dead. You're going to take 3, 6, 7 here. You go down to 7. You have no cards in your hand. I believe I win the game. So we do this. Let's blink 1. Do we even need to blink these? They're stronger. Like, what could he draw? He doesn't have anything with haste, so let's just blink the Omen here. And then we'll cast this and just put more pressure on the board. Yep, we'll take... Actually, it doesn't really matter, but we'll take them both. That's another way we can get rid of this guy. I think we win the game, though. We just have too much. He's at 7. Look what we have on board. You got it. Flying first strike. You got it. Good game, opponent. That was well fought. Well fought. Even though, I mean, you know, you top decked another sparring regiment, but, you know, well fought. Well fought, opponent. Hey everyone, welcome to the end of the video, the final analysis, the deck changes and all that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay, the intro. This is definitely a different deck than what you are going to see on the ladder. So that gives you, right off the bat, that gives you an advantage over your opponent because you have the surprise factor. When your opponent doesn't know what your deck is doing or what it does, that gives you a huge edge already. So I decided to craft this for that reason because we want something different than the meta decks. That way we can keep our opponent guessing. And right off the bat, like, it's a solid deck for doing that. Like, look, my overall score is 13-2, 86% win rate. That is a very, very good win rate. And this is a best of 1 deck. So that's why we have the learn package here, the lesson learn package, whatever you want to call it. But 86% win rate is very, very solid for a best of 1 deck. And obviously I'm in save and exit. I am obviously in Mythic. I brought this from Diamond into Mythic. I entered Mythic at 95%. And then I just kept winning to get it up to 99%. But what sucks about best of 1 obviously is you like have to win 3 games to gain a percent, but then if you lose like 1 game, you lose 1%. So like for every 3 games you win, you know you only gain 1%, but then every loss you lose a percent. So I hate that for best of 1. It's not very great in ranking up in the percent wise, but if you're in the numbers, this could be a very solid deck to rank up, especially when you're, you know, if you're getting stats like this on it. So but I wanted to do the end of the video just to show you what the changes were and why I made the changes. So if you saw the intro of the video, we were running, what is it? The emergent sequence. We were running 2 emergent sequence. That's different. We were running Gadwick. That's different. And I believe that's it. I'm looking at that deck list right now, and I believe that's it. So the reason why I took Gadwick out, we're already drawing enough cards with Trail of Crumbs, Omen the Sea, and Gargs. Plus, on top of that, we have cards like Divide by Zero to give us advantage, and then Yorions to blink all this stuff. I didn't need the Gadwick in the deck, and I so decided to cut that. Oh, we also have Golden Egg to draw a card. So that was very useless in a sense to have. So I decided to cut that because it was just, I never casted it, and whenever I did have it in my hand, I already had so many cards in my hand that I didn't want to cast it. And then on top of that, we don't have, I mean, we do have quite a bit of blue spells, but in order to get the other effect, you have to cast another blue spell for it to tap cards down. So felt that was very useless. And then the emergent sequence, yes, it does help thin your deck out, but the problem also with that was so the reason why I took it out is because I want the mana ramp of Wolf Willow Haven, and sequence also gives you the ramp. But the problem with sequence was they were able to interact with it by killing the creature. This they can't unless they have a, obviously an enchantment destruction card. So I was able to get the ramp that I wanted while being able to, well, not allowing my opponent to destroy it in a sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, Emergent Sequence was a good card because it gave me the ramp, it gave me a body, it thinned my deck out, stuff like that. But I always found it getting like frostbited or, stuff like that. So I took that out for Wolf Willow Haven. But other than that, the deck was. Oh, and I added a fourth Brazen because I always wanted more Brazens. Every game I played, I always wanted to draw Brazen Borrower or Divide by Zero. So I took that up to 4 as well. But other than that, there's not much changes besides that. So let me go ahead and go into the, as I mentioned in the lesson package. I'm going to go to it at the end of the video. So let me go ahead and go into that real quick. So we play an Academic Probation. Obviously, we're a Simic deck, so we have no white mana, but we have Golden Egg that could create us any color mana. We have Gilded Goose that creates us foods that create us mana. So obviously, we can create other color mana here. So there's no reason not to have that in our sideboard as a one of, just because it's such a strong card. You could bring this in against like Sultai Ultimatum and postpone them from using, Emergent Ultimatum for one turn. You could call out cards like Shadow's Verdict, Extinction Event, so they can't wipe your board. You could call out Winota on turn 4 so they can't Winota you. There's so many ways that this could be a good card that it doesn't hurt to have one in the sideboard. And then obviously Environmental Sciences. This is just a great card. Gain 2/2 life, grabs you a land. Teachings of the I'm not 100% this is technically fits in this deck, but I mean, it's a draw 2 a spell. Usually you're never going to get the draw 3 spell because you just have too much value in card draw. So you're usually not going to get that. This could easily change for another one of this, the Containment Breach. I found I've needed multiple containment, as you saw against that white deck. If I had another Containment Breach, that would have been awesome. But, I did not have another Containment Breach. So play around with these two. These are interchangeable. Like I said, sometimes you may need the 2 draw. Other times you may need to destroy artifact or enchantment. So play with them, see which one you need. But this might be better at 2 of with Containment Breach. So obviously, Containment Breach is to destroy the artifact or enchantment. I mean, it works against red. We could destroy their creature, the Annex guy. We could destroy Embercleave. Against the Bastion decks, we could destroy Bastion. Against the control decks, we could destroy like Maze Mind Tomes. We could destroy Wolf Willow Havens, stuff like that. So we have quite a bit of targets for this. Basic is I haven't actually got this out of my sideboard yet per se, but let's look at the top 6 cards for a creature, put in your hand, and gain life. So it's especially since we have some pretty powerful creatures with Feast King Troll, Coma, Elder, Yorion. There's no reason not to have this in your sideboard just in case. You could turn 3, divide by 0, play this on turn 4, maybe grab an Elder and then cast this on turn 5. So there's that. And obviously Mascot Exhibition is a great card. You get to create 3 bodies. You get to put 9 power on the board. Won games with this card easily. So, but that's the sideboard. The only thing, like I said, It's interchangeable. It's teachings and containment. Play around with it. See if you want 2 containments or you just want to keep it the way it is. But like I said, we're doing pretty solid with the deck. We are currently 13-2 on the ladder. 86% win rate is very good in Mythic. So hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the explanation for my lesson learned and the changes I made to the deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all that. Check the description of the video. It has the deck list there for you to port it both to mobile and PC. If you enjoyed the content so far, you're new to the channel, or if you're already subscribed, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new. I'd appreciate it. Drop some comments down below if you play the deck. Let me know what you guys think of it. If you make any changes to it. The one card that I really wanted to play in this deck that I just couldn't cut anything is Vivian. So if you end up making any changes and you add her, let me know what you guys do. But I really wanted to play this. We have enough creatures where we can probably play the cards off the top of our deck, but also we can use it to like cast, let's say we cast Yorion, then we can do the -2 cast Yorion, grab Wicked Wolf or grab Cultivator, stuff like that. So this is the one card I wanted to play in the deck, and I was going to cut Feasting Troll King for it, but I ended up just keeping it this way. But let me know if you end up changing it. Drop some comments down below, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.